Well, today's topic is about training of Decathlon. A top level training of Decathlon is called as elite training of decathletes. Decathlon comprises of 10 events in athletics, and it's a very grueling and tough event. Real good athletes can perform decathlon uh, for 2 days continuously, like in events starting from 100 meters, long jump, shot put, high jump, 400 meters on the first day, and the second day, wooden hurdles, discus throw, pole vault, javelin throw, and the last event is 1500 meters. These 10 events involving speed, strength, endurance, and resilience of the body and mental toughness is really grueling. After the first day, they will club all those top level group and the weaker level group into two groups, and then the competition will be very tough. At the end of the 9th event, 10th event will be very tough. Anyway, coming to the final points of training decathlon. To start with, we will talk about the talent spotting. A decathlete is an athlete with all these qualities of speed, strength, endurance, or faster, higher, stronger qualities should be there. And he should be, if he is very tall, and if he is, he may be good for high jump, and if he is very heavy weighted and very strong, he may be good in throws. If he is very fast, he may be good in 100 meters long jump, 400 meters, and if he is good at endurance, only one event for endurance is 1500 meters. Anyway, one should possess all these qualities, which you will have to train and bring it to a certain level of scoring up to 5,000 points or 6,000 points at the intercollegiate level. And so university level around 6,500 points in our country can win a medal, I suppose. Well, I was in service, that was the condition. And now I think our national record stands somewhere around 7,500 points. But there are very few decathletes who are total athletes, and either they are jumper or either they are a thrower, and then they convert themselves into these events. So the correct perfect training for decathlon should start very early with all sound fundamentals of all technical events involving throws and jumps, and after reaching a certain level, an athlete may find it difficult and coach may find it difficult to go further. That is where you need a high performance coach or an elite coach. So the factors which we'll have to deal with the elite training of decathlon is you'll have to, for example, you will have to take note of one point. Say, for example, 4 meters of pole vault and 50 seconds 400 meters, and 4 minutes 1 second in 1500 meters, all will give you 805 points. That is according to the scoring table of IAF. So so we'll have to choose an athlete, or we'll have to choose an event, which event he is good at, which event he is weak at. The best decathlete will be scoring more or less same amount of points in all the events. So say, for example, one event in 100 meters, he is talking around 10.3 or 10.4, for example. Only top level athletes can do this, decathlete can do this at the international level, and naturally he has to cross 8 meters beyond long jump. So naturally he is having speed and he is having power. So naturally then he will have to go for the shot put also beyond 15 meters. So one decathlete should be trained in such a way that he is good at evenly at all the events. This is one strategy for developing a top class decathlete. And next factor is motor qualities pairing up with these motor qualities. Say, for example, 10.2 seconds in long jump, 8 meters in long jump, 40 seconds in 400 meters. All these are possible. So it is the training logistics of the coach to make an athlete who can clock around 10.2 and should make him to jump beyond 8 meters and should have to do the 400 meters in 48 seconds. If he is not doing, it is up to the responsibility of the coach to see that what is lacking. Say for example, 400 meters he is not able to accelerate beyond 150 meters or beyond 250 meters. So you'll have to see that your interval training is planned in such a way that he can develop his speed endurance, sprinting endurance, sometimes beyond 300 meters. So you'll have to plan the interval training repetitions, you will plan it in such a way, and you have to manipulate the resting pattern and type of activity during rest and see that that particular quality is developed. So always an elite coach will identify what exactly is the weakness and he will try to give priority to that and make the lapses corrected. So the challenge is that if you train too much for endurance, you will lose speed, and if you train too much for strength, sometimes you will lose in your other technical events. So it is a very grueling and very challenging type of a training in which all these events should be well planned and given priorities according to the need of the athlete, according to the need of the season, and then you'll have to break down the need into specific pattern. Sometimes you'll have to develop his isometric strength, sometimes you'll have to develop his explosive strength, so sometimes you'll have to develop his general endurance, sometimes you'll have to develop a speed endurance. So according to the quality which is required, according to the type of the athlete, according to the season of the training, you'll have to plan in such a way so that individual performances can be developed. And in order to assess, other way of assessing is that where competition for decathlon is for 2 days. So we want to assess the original potency of the athlete. You will have to make him to do decathlon in 4 days, sometimes 10 events for a period of 5 days, 2 events per day. So he will be very fresh, morning 1 event, afternoon, evening 1 event, so 2 events. Continuously he will do complete 10 events on 5 days. So he is very fresh. So he will be able to perform his full maximum in that. So that is his maximum capacity. Then you will have to develop his will qualities and certain sustaining qualities to bring it into 4 days 10 events or 3 days 10 events, 2 days 10 events. So that is how his total points can be increased. So here what you will have to do is your training connected with rest and recovery. Sometimes rest and recovery connected with some relaxation therapy, sometimes stretching patterns, sometimes listening to music or relaxing, taking a small nap in between events. So judicially planning the in between events rest, will be able to. So 3 days performance will be naturally higher. 4 days performance will be still more higher. So body can be bring into a fresh state of functioning and performance can be enhanced. So the secret behind elite coaching is that every coach, irrespective of his country of origin and irrespective of his capabilities, will keep certain secrets connected with his capabilities, because coaches are paid and coaches are signed with contracts based on their ability to produce top class performance. So naturally coaches will keep secrets with them and they will use it according to a situation, according to the challenges which they face. So in fact in decathlon the role of the coach plays not one coach, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 coaches may be involved for one particular athlete. I think I have told about final points connected with the decathlon training. Hope if you have any questions, put it in your comments. We'll be able to give you a better analysis in the future videos. Thank you.